Hey, how are you guys? As I said before, I'm new to this hobby of watches. I'm not really an expert. Um, I just like a year ago, I started to get more into watches. I always like watches, but I'm very ignorant. I'm still very ignorant about it. A year ago, I started to. Sorry, it's my phone. I started to watch videos, and I got some watches after viewing some reviews, but I still like to look into other brands that are not known. For example, on Amazon, I found this one, Burei or I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sure it's a Chinese watch, but it costs $129. So it is an automatic watch. You can wind it, but I don't think it's hackable. No, it doesn't hack. So, but it's the funny thing is you can wind it. I thought that the ones that you couldn't hack, they were not. Sorry for the noise, but there are some people outside making noise. You can wind it. But uh, apparently it's a sapphire glass. At least that's what they claim on Amazon. It says that it has 30 meters of water resistance, Japanese automatic movement, self-winding mechanical. The instructions on Amazon says to please wind up the watch before use every time, to keep the watch away from magnets and stuff like that. About the size of the watch, it says the watch strap it has 193 millimeters of length, 20 lug to lug. The thickness is 12, and the case is 39 millimeters. So I thought it was very interesting to see what kind of watch it is, and I was looking at it for a while. Uh, Solid end links, as you can see, and it has a display window. Nothing much to see there, but you can see automatic, weather resistant, and what is this on the other side? Sapphire crystal, and I don't know the brand. Look, even the crown is signed. So it sounds pretty good, and it's not bad. I mean, it feels pretty good, and it keeps time very well. I set this watch a week ago. I mean, and let me bring my computer with my computer. So this is the current. Let me see if I can get the seconds. So look at that, like a week ago, and the watch is acting pretty good for a watch that costs $129 from a brand that at least I didn't know about, or I haven't seen any of the guys that review videos on YouTube talk about this one. And I really like how it feels on the wrist. As you know, this is size for my other hand, and as you know, my other hand, if you watch my other videos, is way bigger because of the accident I had. So now on this hand, it feels gigantic, but you can get an idea how it looks on your wrist. Actually, let me just transfer it to my other hand so you can see how it fits on your wrist when it's size as it should. I have my Steinhardt Pepsi. I love this watch. It's just beautiful. But I have another video about this one, so I'm not gonna talk about this one. Let me just put this other one. I like to wear my watches loose anyway. Uh, I know some people have their opinions about it, but this is how I feel comfortable. And as you can see, it feels pretty good. I like everything about this watch. Even the magnifying thing there is fine. Um, the only thing I notice is that with the numbers 10 to 19, it's very hard to read because the one kind of hides behind the the dial, and then you cannot see it. So if it says 19, you can actually see the 9 very well, like it's the ninth, but you don't see the 1. So that's the only annoying part of this watch. Other than that, it feels very comfortable. Tappers down here, 22, whatever here it is, looks like 16. And the clasp, the clasp feels pretty good though. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't pull. As you can see, I have plenty of hair there. It doesn't pull my hairs or anything. And for the price, I think solid length, and it feels pretty good. Just push here, but it's pretty big. I had to remove, even with my huge wrist, I had to remove a couple of those links. Um, so let me know what you guys think. I'm making this video because it's not a popular video. So like the people who really know about watches don't review this kind of watches, or at least I haven't seen any videos from them. And so I decided to make this video because I bought it, and before I bought it, I wanted to watch some videos about them, but there are very few, and the video quality is not that good. And there are others and some videos in another language, which I don't understand what they say. Another thing I don't like about this watch is the glass, and probably because it's a black watch, but then the glass reflects everything. So in good lighting, it's easy to read, but if you get a lot of reflections, you have to move the watch around to be able to read the time. And that's a problem, I guess, with any watch around this price. I don't care if it's a Seiko or if it's this one. They're not gonna spend money on putting anti-reflective coating underneath the glass. I saw some videos of people checking the crystal to see if it's a real sapphire, and apparently it is. I don't have the machine to test that. I don't have any scratches. I have worked this one to wash the dishes and just for anything else when I'm cleaning the house, because obviously I don't care about this watch, and doesn't have any scratches. So I believe it's a real sapphire glass. Granted, it must be a cheap synthetic glass, but crystal, but still works. Um, and it just has, you know, it doesn't look cheap at all. To be honest with you, I wanted to get the president look, the just day look, and I was looking at the Orient, but Orient doesn't make that watch anymore, the Orient President. And the ones that you find, man, they want $350, $300, and I think that watch is not worth that much money. I mean, for $400, I can buy me another Steinhardt. So I'm not gonna spend that much money on that. But I might gift this watch to my son or to one of my nephews. I don't know. But for now, I'm happy I got it because I got it out of my system. And as a noob on the watch craziness, I feel like I still make a lot of mistakes. I buy a lot of watches that I don't want to keep, but I guess that's part of the system. I always had G-Shocks because I remember when I was a child, that was the love of my life. As far as watches, obviously, I found them so amazing. And just lately, I got into automatic watches. So I'm a noob on this. So I know some people are gonna criticize me for buying this watch, but it is what it is. I'm going through and I'm enjoying this process of getting to know really good looking watches. like this one, and I'm buying watches that nobody knows, but I think there is a lot of value on this one, on the Burei. Uh, well, it says all oyster perpetual, which is not obviously. It just says that there. But I like it. I like how it feels on my hand and everything. I'm not gonna keep it though. Just gonna, as I said, give it to my child. Uh, I'm sure this is a perfect watch for a child, for a teenager that probably they're gonna lose it or destroy it as soon as they can. So that's the watch. It comes in this box. You can get it on Amazon on different colors. There is a blue dial. I'm really tempted to buy the light blue. Uh, but I cannot keep spending money on watches I'm not going to keep. I know I'm not going to keep it if I buy it, so I'm just going to not do it. The box is decent, though. You can see there. And I lost I think the watch came here and some paperwork. I don't have it. I'm not going to save it like with my for example, my Seiko Transocean. I have everything. I have the tags. I have everything. Something that was my first nice watch I got, the Seiko Transocean, and that's pretty much my limit. I don't. I have children. I have other expenses. I have other things that I like to do, and I'm not my budget for watches. The most expensive watch I'm willing to buy, at least for now, is $1,000, and that's about what the Transocean cost. I'm afraid to keep looking at watches because people say that as you keep going with this, uh, you start craving more expensive and more expensive watches. I hope it doesn't happen to me. For now, I'm very content with the watches I have and experimenting with this one. It has good weight. Actually, I mean, it weighs less than my Steinhardt, but it feels good on the hand. It doesn't feel cheap. I have a Seiko 5 somewhere that feels, at least on the hand, it feels cheaper than this one. So that's all, guys. Talk to you later.